Welcome back to the 6th and final season of my South City Triceratops Walk-On Dynasty, and today we have a top 10 matchup as we put our undefeated record on the line against number 10 Oklahoma State. Currently in the coaches poll, we are listed as the number 2 team in the country, but the College Football Playoff Committee has listed us as the number 1 team in the country right now, as we are the only team that is actually undefeated with 8 wins. And for the first time this season, we take a look at the Heisman watch list, and you can see our star quarterback Heath Hayes is right now set to win his 2nd straight Heisman Trophy. But now we can take a look at the Oklahoma State roster. Their best player is PJ Bird, an 86 overall receiver with 94 speed. I also see down here Danny Rowland, who's an 82 overall with 96 speed. They also have Chris Parham, who's an 82 overall. They have an 84 overall middle linebacker and strong safety. Their quarterback, though, will be a 76 and Obi Fletcher out of Owasso, Oklahoma. If you missed our last episode, it was a massive win against the Georgia Bulldogs, but now we get to go on the road to Stillwater, Oklahoma and try to keep our undefeated season alive. It appears we're going to get some nice weather today here in Stillwater, as we will kick it to them for the first possession of the game. They field it in the end zone. They will bring it out, and he's going to get across the 20, the 25, the 30, down the sideline, and finally caught near the 40-yard line. Well, that is definitely not the kind of return we want to see to start today. They come out in shotgun at their own 41. Fletcher will take the snap, hand off to Kelly, who goes to the outside, breaks one tackle, but is brought down for no gain on the play. That brings up now a 2nd and 10. Fletcher will go back into shotgun again. I believe Kelly is still going to be the running back here. It's a quick throw caught by Rich Wolski on the outside. He's got a 6-yard play to make it a 3rd and 4. Despite the opening kick return, we could force a 3-and-out here. Fletcher back in shotgun again. Hopefully everyone on the defense is ready. He'll take the snap. It's a quick throw over the middle. That's going to nobody. Bounces off of his running back, and they will punt it away. I don't really know what kind of pass attempt that was, but it was not a very good one. The punt would go back for a touchback, so we take over at our own 20-yard line. We're going to come out with an option play. We're going to hand off to Nelson, and he's going to start today with no gain on our side. All right, so both teams begin with a failed run play. Now in a 2nd and 10 out of a 5-wide set. A quick throw caught by Josh Bain. He's got the first down for a gain of 13. Let's see if we can't get them with an option on this play. We'll take the snap, and it's going to be another handoff to Nelson, but the blocking completely fails. That's a loss of 1. Running the ball, so far, not our best friend on the first couple plays. Now in a 2nd and 11, we'll drop back. We're going to go deep downfield for Donald Johnson, who will make the catch, get by the defender inside the 10, 5, and a touchdown for South City from 67 yards out. We will take a 7-0 lead. Despite their great field position last time, we still managed to force a 3-and-out. This time they started their own 25-yard line following a touchback. It'll be a handoff to Kelly, who goes to the outside. He has a solid run this time and ends up with about a 9 or a 10-yard gain to set up a 2nd and inches. Now Fletcher will come out in shotgun. With Kelly in the backfield, he'll look to pass this time. A quick throw, and he misses his running back completely. Now a 3rd down. Well, this could be another 3-and-out for Oklahoma State. Fletcher is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's throwing this one downfield, but he finds PJ Bird for the first down into South City territory. That's an 18-yard play. They'll line up in shotgun again. About 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Fletcher will drop back. He lobs it to the outside, and that should have been intercepted by Jeremy Greer. My least favorite play in football is a dropped interception. Now on the next play, it's a quick pass out to Rowland on the outside. He's going to have a first down and get brought down for another 13-yard play. Now Fletcher comes back in shotgun from about the 34-yard line. He'll take the snap. It's going to be a read option. He goes to the outside. He has some pretty solid blocking, and Fletcher has the first down, breaking to the outside inside the 10 before he is finally caught for a 27-yard run. I do not believe his speed rating was that high, but he definitely got some space there. 1st and goal. He'll send a man in motion. He's going to line up on the left side. I believe he has 3 receivers over there. It's a handoff to Jude to the outside, and the blocking holds up, and they walk into the end zone completely untouched. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. For the first time today, Matt Stevens gets a chance at a kick return here. And the blocking's not going to set up at all. We don't even make it to the 20-yard line. All right, offense, I apologize for the absolutely terrible field position at our own 15-yard line. Hayes lines up under center. He'll take the snap, and a quick throw downfield caught by Joel Taylor, and that's going to be much better field position. A gain of 20 on the play. With a new set of downs now at our own 35-yard line, we're going to hand this one to Nelson to the outside, but he is hit in the backfield. A loss of 1. The Cowboys' run defense has apparently come to play today. On 2nd and 11, Hayes will drop back. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Donald Johnson, who makes that man miss, but then his horse collar tackled, but it's not a flag in this game. That's a gain of 17. Just inside OSU territory in a pistol set, Hayes will take the snap, run the play action, roll to the outside, and this is actually going to be a solid run for the Triceratops as he gets across the 30, breaks that tackle, runs into his own blocker, and is finally going to get tripped up inside the 10 to set up a 1st and goal. However, I would still absolutely love to establish a real ground game here, so on 1st and goal, we're going to give it to Nelson, and at least we get some positive yards this time. That's a 3-yard carry. Now back in a pistol set one more time. Hayes will take the snap, looking for a quick pass. We'll roll to the outside. We'll throw this one to the outside, caught by Stevens, and he will fight his way down to about the 1-yard line. South City with a goal line set on 3rd and goal. It's going to be a toss to the outside. The blocking does not set up at all, and Nelson is hit in the backfield again, this time a loss of 2. However, you guys know at this point how aggressive I am in this series. On a 4th and goal from the 3, we are going for it out of shotgun. Roll to the outside, now fire this one to the end zone, and that is going to be dropped by Orlando Holt. It was knocked out through contact. Well, I guess we will find out if that comes back to bite us. A 1st and 10 now for Oklahoma State, deep in their own territory. Fletcher will take the snap, hands off to Kelly, who goes to the outside. He is met by Jeremy Greer and brought down for a short 2-yard carry. Now facing a 2nd and 8. Fletcher is back in shotgun again. Kelly is still lined up at running back. They go back to Kelly up the middle, and he'll get met and brought down, setting up a 3rd and 3. He comes out now with 2 running backs in the backfield. Trying to convert on this play. It's going to be another handoff. This one to Jude up the middle, and he gets the 1st down with just a 5-yard run. On the very next play, they would just get a 3-yard run from Kelly, and it would take us into the 2nd quarter. So now it's a 2nd and 7. Fletcher out of shotgun, a quick throw over the middle, and once again, nobody there. Don't know what that animation exactly is. However, it does set up a 3rd and 7. He's back in shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield. He'll look to pass, standing in the pocket, has all day to throw, finally finds a man, but it's deflected away, and they will punt it right back to SCU. Following the punt, we take over at about the 50-yard line now. We're going to send Nelson in motion. We'll take the snap, and we're going to take this quick throw to the outside, caught by Joel Taylor for just a 5-yard play. That would obviously set up a 2nd and 5 for SCU. We're going to come out with an option play. This time, Hazel gets to keep himself. The blocking sets up. He runs to his own blocker, though, and is brought down for a gain of 12. Had I not ran into my blocker, I was probably gone. But no matter, it still gives us a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, we'll hand off to Nelson up the middle, and he'll get another few positive yards. That one's going to be a gain of 5, easily his biggest run of the day. Once again, a 2nd and 5 for SCU. We'll run the play action. Looking to go downfield, not seeing anyone come open. Hayes escapes the pressure. Now finally lets this one go downfield, and that really should have been intercepted. It sets up a 3rd and 5 for SCU. Hayes out of shotgun will drop back to pass. A quick throw, and that's caught by Bain, who will keep the drive alive, making people miss, and finally getting brought down for a gain of 11. Now on a 1st and 10 with about 6 minutes to go here in the half. We come out in shotgun. It'll be a handoff to Nelson to the outside, and Nelson jukes his way to the edge and is going to get brought down for another 5-yard carry. That would set up yet another 2nd and 5 on this drive for SCU. Out of shotgun, we'll hand this one to Coleman, our backup running back, to the outside, and Coleman will get a 7-yard run, setting up a 1st and goal. We come out with 3 running backs in the backfield. Hayes will run the play action. Now roll out to the outside, and Hayes is going to take off himself and get into the end zone. Touchdown, South City. We will take the lead back, this time 14-7. Now, once again, down by 7, their offense will take the field at their own 25-yard line following a touchback. Fletcher on an option play will get the toss out to Kelly on the outside, and they will start this drive with a gain of 3. Now on a 2nd and 7, Fletcher back in shotgun again. Kelly is the running back. It's another option play, but this time he is blown up in the backfield for a loss of 4. Now they face a 3rd and 11. He's back in shotgun again. Kelly is still the running back. He will look to go downfield. He's going to lob this one deep downfield. That one should have been intercepted, and it was almost caught, but they will end up punting this one away. That is the 2nd interception that Jeremy Greer has dropped today, and it's really starting to annoy me. But Matt Stevens back to return this punt. Can we get a solid return? We'll use his speed to the outside. Can we at least get across the 50? He will fight that man all the way to the 45. A 17-yard return. Now with about 4 minutes to go before halftime. Out of shotgun, it'll be a counter play to Nelson on the outside. And Nelson stiff arms one man and is brought down for another 5-yard carry. Apparently that's all he's going to get now. So once again, it is a 2nd and 5 for the Triceratops. We'll come out with a play action. Now rolling to the outside. Got to escape the pressure, and Hayes is just going to take off himself and slide down near the 25-yard line. A 1st down for the Triceratops. Back in shotgun one more time. We're going to hand this one off to Nelson. And Nelson will this time get brought down for a 6-yard gain. So that is now his longest run of the day. South City now facing a 2nd and 4. Hayes from under center will drop back to the pass. And we're going to take this quick throw to the outside. Caught by Johnson for the easy first down and a 6-yard play. From just outside the 10-yard line, we're back in pistol. It'll be an option play. Hayes to the outside. The blocking sets up. And Keith Hayes is into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown today as we make it 21-7. Now with 2:02 to play here in the first half, they come out down by 14 in a shotgun set at their own 25-yard line following yet another touchback. Handoff to Kelly, who was blown up in the backfield for a loss of 3. They would burn their first time out following that play, making a 2nd and 13. Fletcher will look to pass here. He's going over the middle, and that one's going to get intercepted by middle linebacker Michael Hill, and we will take over deep in Oklahoma State territory. That turnover could prove to be absolutely brutal for the Cowboys. Hayes is lined up under center. He'll take the snap, rolling to the outside, and we're going to take off with the quarterback again, but slide down to safety for a gain of 7. Now we do have all 3 timeouts here as we're at the 20-yard line. Out of shotgun, we'll run the play action. Now fire this one to the end zone. That one will be tipped away. Probably could have been caught by Joel Taylor had he actually jumped. But now we face a 3rd and 3. Hayes out of shotgun. We'll drop back, roll to the outside. We'll take that throw. That one's going to be caught by Taylor, who will fight his way down to about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Triceratops. And he got as close to the goal line as absolutely possible. 1st and goal. We'll take the snap, handoff to Nelson up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, South City, to make it 28-7 right before halftime. As of right now, the number 10 team in the country has really just been punched in the mouth, and they have 63 seconds to respond before the end of the first half. Fletcher will drop back to pass here. A quick throw downfield, caught by Bird, and he's going to get brought down for a 9-yard gain. They'll burn their 2nd timeout. A reminder here that South City will get the ball to start the second half. Off a 2nd and 1, Fletcher with a quick throw downfield, once again caught by Bird. He'll get brought down to the 45, a gain of 11 this time. Running the no-huddle offense, they come out in a pistol set. Fletcher will once again drop back to pass. Looking to go deep downfield. He may have a man, and he will, but it's dropped by Roland. That would have been a massive play. Our secondary, and specifically Rich Hall, got really lucky on that one. Now a 2nd and 10, 45 seconds to play. Fletcher looking to go deep downfield again, and he's going to get sacked on the play for a loss of 8, and that sack is going to go to Aaron Wright. That brings up a 3rd and 18 with 25 seconds to go before halftime. Fletcher comes out in shotgun. Obviously, everyone will probably just go deep here. He throws to the outside. That's caught by Cobbs, but he won't have the first down. I went ahead and burned my first timeout because I want to see if we can score in the final seconds of the half just to kind of add this on. And we're going to look to go deep, but we're going to get sacked with 3 seconds to go. We'll burn our 2nd timeout. Waiting way too long for everyone to get deep. Now a 2nd and 21. We're going to put this down the left sideline for Orlando Holt, and he's going to make the catch, and he is gone. We are going to add on right before halftime to make it 35-7. And there is a quick studio update here. Texas is now in danger. They are the number 4 team in the country. They are down to unranked Texas Tech 14-13. But that would officially take our game to halftime, and I would say Oklahoma State probably did not expect this to happen. Up by 4 touchdowns, we will start at our own 25-yard line with an option play, and Hayes is hit in the backfield. We begin this half with a loss of 1. So that sets up a 2nd and 11. We come out under center. We'll run the play action. And now Orlando Holt is wide open, deep downfield, and he is going to be gone. We will make it 42-7 here to start the 3rd quarter from 76 yards out. Well, now down by 35, they would need an absolute miracle to pull this one off, but they will start at their own 25-yard line. Fletcher will drop back to the pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Bird, and they will start this drive with a first down for a gain of 13. Now they come out with 2 running backs in the backfield out of shotgun. Fletcher will drop back, and he lobs it over the middle. That's caught by Roland. He had to dive to catch that one, but gets a 10-yard play. As the Oklahoma State offense finally woke back up on a 2nd and inches. Back in shotgun, Fletcher will drop back to pass. A quick throw caught by Rich Wolski. He's got the first down, getting brought down for a gain of 8 into SCU territory. Fletcher comes back in shotgun again. Kelly is still the running back in the backfield. From about R44, Fletcher will lob this one to the outside, caught by Parham, who's got another first down. The game lags a bit, but he gets a 15-yard play. Maybe it's because I've never played in this stadium before, but I feel like there's been a few more lag spikes in this game specifically, which is really weird. But either way, 1st and 10 from the 29. Fletcher will drop back and looks to pass again. He's going to be under pressure and get sacked on the play by Aaron Wright for the 2nd time today. Now facing a 2nd and 18. He comes out with 2 running backs in the backfield, but he actually sent Kelly in motion. He drops back, and it's going to be a slant route over the middle, caught by Roland, who is brought down for a gain of 13 to set up a 3rd and 4. Right now, Oklahoma State is putting together a drive, but they may need to be a little bit faster than what they've been going at. 3rd and 4, back in shotgun. Fletcher will drop back, maybe looking to go to the end zone, and he is. That one will be caught by Sullivan. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Well, that definitely is a little bit faster, like I was saying. And we get another studio update here. Texas Tech is now up 21-13, so they got another touchdown over Texas. We now jump into the Triceratops drive, where we face a possible 3-and-out, facing a 3rd and 3. We did have a solid kick return, which is why we're already at the 40-yard line. But now back in shotgun, it will be a read option. Hayes to the outside, he's going to break that tackle, but won't have the first down. 4th and 4, and we will punt it away. Our punter does not get a ton of work in this series as of late, but Ryan Roden will send it deep. They're going to field this at about the 20. They actually muff it, and can we get back there? No, we can't, but that is where they will take over. So, from their own 19, a touchdown this drive would make it a 3-score game. If they can do it quickly, they can get right back in. A handoff to Kelly up the middle, and that's going to be met and brought down for a loss of 2. Now they face a 2nd and 12. Fletcher is back in shotgun. Will they go right back to Kelly? He sends the man in motion. He will line up on the right side of the line. Fletcher will look to pass here, and he's going to go over the middle, caught by Bird, who was hit immediately, and that sets up a 3rd and 8. It's a possible 3-and-out. Fletcher from shotgun, a quick throw to the outside, caught by Bird, who will break that tackle. He has the first down before getting met for a 12-yard play. Let's be completely honest here. The chances they come back in this game are incredibly slim, but they at least refuse to die here. 1st and 10, back in a pistol set. Fletcher will take the snap and look to go downfield. Dance around the pocket. He's finally just going to throw that one away. Now with a 2nd and 10. He's back in shotgun again. Fletcher will drop back, looking to go deep downfield possibly, but he finds Weatherford underneath for just a 6-yard play to set up a 3rd and 4. Now just about a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fletcher is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and look to pass. The game lags a bit, but he'll find Roland on the outside, who will have the first down, getting brought down in South City territory. I really have no idea why the game is having those weird lag spikes. I've changed no settings in the last couple videos. But now 1st and 10. Fletcher will drop back to pass. He lobs it to the outside, and that is not who I wanted to switch to. They get a 12-yard gain. I figured it would switch me to the defender closer to the ball there, but it definitely did not. But now a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's going to take the snap, hand off to Kelly to go right up the middle, and this time Kelly, breaking tackles, will finally get brought down for just a 3-yard carry. The next play should end up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. He's going to send Sullivan in motion. So he has 4 receivers on one side of the field right now. Fletcher will pump fake to that side. A quick throw caught by Bird over the middle, and that's going to be a 15-yard gain to take us into the final quarter. The first play to start the final quarter would be a 2-yard pass, so now it's a 2nd and 8. From about the 15-yard line, he's going to hand off to Kelly, who goes to the outside, now cuts back in and will end up close to the marker. They rule it 3rd and inches. From the 7-yard line, they come out with 3 running backs in the backfield this time. Fletcher will take the snap. It's a handoff to Kelly, who goes to the outside. He'll have the first down and fight his way all the way down to, I think, the 2-yard line for a 6-yard carry. Now he comes out with 2 running backs in the backfield this time. Fletcher will drop back under quick pressure, but finds Parham in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They make it 42-21. And there is another studio update we have to keep an eye on. Currently, Florida State, who was number 7, is losing to unranked Miami 38-34 late in the 4th quarter. So once again, it is looking like the top part of the rankings could undergo a pretty drastic change. But now on 1st and 10, handoff to Nelson up the middle as we start this drive with about a 5-yard carry. Facing a 2nd and 5 now, back in shotgun again. We'll go to Nelson again to the outside. He cuts back in, and that one will make it a 3rd and 1 with a 4-yard gain. The question is now on 3rd down, do we go right back to the running back? And yes, we will. Nelson up the middle with a solid 8-yard gain this time. 1st down, South City. Back in a pistol set for the very next play. About 5 minutes to go. It'll be a handoff to Nelson again to the outside, who will juke out some defenders, and Joe Nelson with a 1st down run, but there is a flag down, and that's probably his best run of the day, but it is going to be coming back. I want to say that is an absolutely brutal penalty, but it's really only brutal for Joe Nelson's stats. Now on 1st and 16, it'll be a handoff to Coleman, who goes up the middle off the counter play, and he's going to get most of those yards back, a 15-yard run. We are now officially under 4 minutes to play in the game. With a 2nd and 1, we'll take the snap. It will be an option play. Hayes will keep himself to the outside. The blocking sets up, and Hayes is finally going to get brought down for a 21-yard run that time. Just a couple plays later, following that run, we now face a 3rd and 4 with under 2 minutes to go in the game. And out of a goal line set, we'll hand off to Nelson up the middle, and he will get the first down with a 5-yard carry. And with that final first down, we just jumped to the end of the game. I subbed in Josh Coleman and kneed out the rest of the clock. That way, Keith Hayes stayed at 100 yards rushing. But final score is 42-21, and we are now officially 9-0 on the season. And beating the number 10 team in the country, I'm really hoping we go up to number 1 in the top 25. But the final stats for quarterback Keith Hayes today: 11 of 14 for 329 and 3 touchdowns. Running the ball, Nelson really couldn't do a whole lot, only got 57 yards. But Keith Hayes did get 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nelson did find the end zone at least one time. Receiving, Joel Taylor 3 for 45, Donald Johnson got a touchdown, and Orlando Holt caught 2 passes for 165 yards and 2 scores. Our safety, Jeremy Greer, actually led the team in tackles. You could have had a much better stat line had you actually caught those 2 interceptions that you dropped. We only got 2 sacks today, both from Aaron Wright, and we did get 1 interception from Michael Hill, our starting middle linebacker. I don't care what his final stat line was, Obi Fletcher had an awful game. He went 20 of 29 for 221, 2 scores, and 1 interception. But he started the day like 3 of 10 and a pick that let us go up like 3 touchdowns right before halftime. Running the ball, they only got 36 yards from their running back. Jude did get a touchdown though. And then receiving, their best one was PJ Bird, 7 for 82, but Parham and Sullivan both caught touchdowns. Just like I was hoping, with that win, we officially become the number 1 team in the coaches poll. We remain the number 1 team in the college football playoffs. The only downside is week 11 is a bye week, and Illinois does have a game against number 17 Nebraska, so they could jump us right back. But checking out the 2 games that I gave studio updates on, it looks like Texas was able to escape 36-21 over Texas Tech, and then Florida State was still able to beat Miami 41-38. This is probably not much of a shock coming off of a 5-touchdown performance, but Keith Hayes is still the top of the watch list. But now let's go to week 12 and see if we remain the number 1 team. And we absolutely will remain the number 1 team, because the team I was worried about jumping us actually lost to Nebraska 17-24. So now Nebraska has jumped from 15 all the way to 8. The playoffs will obviously take the top 12 teams here, so Nebraska fights their way into a playoff spot. But as of right now, we are still ranked number 1. And our next game is going to be a fun one. They are 3-6 on the year, but we get to travel to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on the Volunteers. And playing in their stadium is always a really fun experience.